My name is Björk, and your television is just about to explode!
2 weeks ago, I missed my scheduled Friday upload. The reason why was because the day before, on July 3rd, 2025, my beloved cat, Leo, passed away. I didn't really talk about him at all on this channel, but if you know me in real life, you know how much I loved him. I wouldn't wish the pain I felt on that day on my worst enemy, and it still stings every time I get home from a long day, waiting for him to come running, only to realize he isn't there. About a week later, I decided to bite the bullet and finally watch Isle of Dogs. Directed by Wes Anderson, Isle of Dogs was on my watch list for a really long time. But with the recent loss of a pet, I thought the time was right. Alright, so there he is. About 1.5 feet deep. Then we covered it with some old cardboard and some wood scraps, a little more dirt, and then the stump. Isle of Dogs is set in the fictional Japanese city of Megasaki, and the only bit of backstory you really need to know is that the family/political party that controls the city, the Kobayashis, are hell-bent on eliminating dogs from everyday life. To accomplish this, they synthesize a disease that only infects dogs. They use that disease as an excuse to mark the dogs as a biohazard, and then they essentially deport all of the dogs to an island just off the coast of the city, filled with trash, fittingly called Trash Island. I don't really want to go into exhaustive detail about the plot of the movie. If you want an actual review, I recommend Bionic Pig's video on it. Instead, I want to talk about what this movie means to me as a recently estranged pet owner. But first, one of the most important aspects of the movie, besides its themes, is the visual design of it. Wes Anderson is already known for having a very particular directing style, and seeing his signature wide camera angles and painting-esque composition translated into stop motion is just jaw-dropping. You could pause the movie at any point and get a fully realized work of art. Every little detail contributes to the entire movie feeling like a look into a fully realized world. On top of that, the voice work is phenomenal thanks to its star-studded cast with people like Scarlett Johansson.
I wouldn't drink that if I were you. It's full of toxic chemicals.
Marie Abraham.
Turpentine brandy. It cools the head and warms the dog bones.
And even Bryan Cranston.
I am not your pet. I never liked you. I don't care about you. I won't wait for you. I bite.
But all of that is secondary to the actual themes of the movie. And while I was watching it, only one thing was really coming into my head. Friendship. As lame and formulaic as that may sound, I truly do believe that this movie is one of the best depictions of friendship I've ever seen. Because it doesn't just show that platonic love between friends that you'd see in a million kids shows or generic anime. It shows the actual power of it. The dogs, in every way, shape, and form, cannot verbally communicate with the humans. And the film even takes an extra step to emphasize this by having most of the human characters only speak Japanese with no subtitles. Yet, despite the language barrier, so many of the humans just have an understanding with the dogs, almost like this unspoken code between them. It was this scene in particular that really struck me. The main human character, Atari, is meeting his service dog, Spots, for the first time.
You're my new master. My name is Spots.
I'm at your service. I'll be protecting your welfare and safety on an ongoing basis. In other words, I'm your dog.
This scene made me bawl. It reminded me of all the times where it felt like me and Leo just got each other. It reminded me of all the times where I'd fall flat onto my bed after a long day and Leo would come to just sniff my face and check on me. Atari, who spends the first 2 acts of the movie looking for spots, is a really good stand-in for just any pet owner. When the city police try to apprehend him, he resists, only caring about finding spots, no matter how dangerous. In a similar vein, in the last couple days of Leo's life, when he started losing a ton of weight and got really sick, I was the one to make sure that he was well fed, that he was comfortable, that he would be privileged enough to die happy. It's that dedication that Atari feels towards Spots, Chief, and all of the other dogs that really sticks with you. He crashes a plane twice, he openly resists tyranny, and he constantly puts himself in harm's way, just to make sure that they're all okay. The movie isn't perfect, obviously. The romantic subplots feel a bit unnecessary, but it still hits like a truck. And every character, from Atari to Chief to even the TV translator, feel fully fleshed out and realized without feeling bogged down in exposition. If you've ever loved an animal, be it a cat, dog, bird, or fish, this movie will be one of the most relatable things you will ever watch. And it had me in tears from front to back. I cannot recommend this movie enough. And to Leo, thank you so much for everything. See you around.